Here we are, looking ahead to 2025, a year that promises to be the biggest yet for global travel. Borders are wide open, the world is buzzing, and everywhere you look, there's a feeling that the planet is inviting us back with open arms. The energy is electric, and I can't help but feel that now, more than ever, adventure is calling each and every one of us. Whether you're a seasoned explorer or just dusting off your passport, this is the year to say yes to new experiences. There's something magical happening right now. The world feels warmer, more welcoming, and eager to share its wonders. I want you to picture yourself wandering through dramatic landscapes, diving into vibrant cultures, and collecting once-in-a-lifetime memories. From ancient cities to untouched wilderness, we're about to take a tour of places that will leave you breathless and hungry for more. I've spent countless hours searching for the most breathtaking destinations on Earth, and today I want to share my top 10 must-visit places for 2025. So grab your passport, your sense of wonder, and maybe a snack, because this journey is packed with beauty, adventure, and surprises at every turn. Let's dive in. Let's start in Slovenia, a gem that somehow manages to pack everything you want into one small, easy-to-explore country. Imagine waking up to the serene, glassy waters of Lake Bled, where a tiny island church rises like something out of a fairy tale. The mist hangs low, rowboats glide by, and it feels like you've stepped straight into a storybook. It's the kind of scene that makes you pinch yourself. But Slovenia isn't just about quiet mornings. If adventure calls, you'll find it in the emerald rush of the Socha River, perfect for kayaking or just marveling at its almost unreal color. Then, you can venture deep underground in the Postojna cave, where winding tunnels and massive chambers make you feel like you've discovered a hidden world. Stalactites hang like chandeliers and the air is cool and mysterious. Don't forget to climb up to one of the country's hilltop churches. From there, the panoramic views stretch for miles. Green valleys, pine forests, little villages with red roofs. It's a view you want to bottle and bring home. Every corner of Slovenia feels compact, accessible, and bursting with surprises. You're never far from your next adventure. What makes Slovenia so special is how it balances tranquility with adrenaline. You can go from sipping coffee lakeside to canyoning through wild gorges, all before lunch. And the food. Think farm-fresh cheeses, honey, and rustic breads that taste of the countryside. Every meal is a celebration. If you're searching for a place where beauty is around every bend and adventure is always within reach, Slovenia is calling your name. Trust me, you'll want to linger. Next, we travel to Austria, a place where storybook villages meet jaw-dropping mountain adventures. Start in Hallstatt, a lakeside town so charming you'll want to move in immediately. Picture pastel houses reflected on still waters, swans gliding by, and the sound of church bells echoing through the mountains. It's peaceful, it's picturesque, and it's pure magic. Now, if you're someone who likes a bit of thrill with your tranquility, hop aboard the Schafberg train. This cogwheel railway climbs impossibly steep tracks, delivering you to panoramic vistas that stretch from snow-capped peaks to sparkling lakes. It's the kind of ride where your heart races and your camera never gets a break. For the truly adventurous, there's the Sky Ladder Via Ferrata, a dizzying climb that rewards you with a sense of accomplishment and views that go on for days. The blend of adrenaline and awe is something you won't soon forget. And when you come down, there's always a cozy Alpine inn waiting with apple strudel and hot chocolate. What I love about Austria is the way it mixes high adventure with serene village life. One moment you're scaling ladders on a cliffside, and the next you're wandering cobblestone streets, listening to folk music, and breathing in crisp mountain air. There's a rhythm to life here that feels both invigorating and deeply calming. So whether you're seeking mountaintop thrills or lakeside peace, Austria delivers both in spades. It's a place where fairy tales come to life, and you get to be the hero. Let's shift gears to somewhere truly otherworldly, Namibia. Picture Dead Valley, where ancient skeletal trees rise from cracked white clay, framed by towering orange dunes. It's a landscape so surreal you'll think you've landed on another planet. This place is silent, dramatic, and unforgettable, a photographer's dream. The adventure continues at Big Daddy Dune. Climbing to its summit is no easy feat, but the reward is a sweeping view over Sossusvlej's sea of sand. With every step, the colors change, the shadows dance, and you feel the sheer scale of this desert. Then, running or sliding down those soft, powdery slopes is pure childhood joy. Namibia isn't just about desert, though. Head to Sandwich Harbor, where the dunes meet the Atlantic in a dramatic clash of colors and textures. It's a place where you can drive along the beach, watch flamingos, and feel the salty wind in your hair. The meeting of desert and ocean is hypnotic. Keep your eyes peeled for Namibia's wild residents. Out here, you might spot desert elephants, oryx, and even lions, each perfectly adapted to the harsh, beautiful landscape. There's a sense of untamed freedom everywhere you look, a reminder that nature still rules these parts. If you crave adventure with a side of surreal beauty, Namibia will leave you speechless, and maybe a little sunburned. There's nowhere else like it on Earth. Now let's journey to Vietnam, where every corner pulses with life and adventure. Start at Ban Giok Falls, a cascade of water that straddles the border with China, roaring through emerald forests. The mist rises, rainbows form, and it feels like you've discovered a secret paradise. Then, head out to Halong Bay, where limestone islands poke through calm waters like dragon's teeth. Take a boat and weave between the towers, exploring hidden caves and floating fishing villages. There's a dreamy quality here, a sense of ancient mystery in the air. Northern Vietnam is home to tranquil tea fields that stretch to the horizon. Walk through the rows, meet the local farmers, and sip some of the freshest tea you'll ever have. The peace here is a perfect balance to the country's vibrant street life. If you're craving adventure, Vietnam's Ha Giang Loop is a must. This winding mountain road takes you through jaw-dropping passes, tiny villages, and green valleys. Whether you're on a motorbike or in a van, every turn brings a new view. Sharp cliffs, winding rivers, and smiling locals waving as you pass. Vietnam is a feast for the senses. It's colorful, energetic, and endlessly surprising. Come for the waterfalls, stay for the warmth of the people, and leave with a heart full of stories. Let's touch down in the heart of Central America, El Salvador, a country that's bursting with energy, color, and adventure. Begin in San Salvador, where street art, bustling markets, and friendly faces greet you at every turn. The city pulses with music and flavor. You can feel the rhythm in your bones. Next stop, El Tunco, the region's surf mecca. Here, waves crash against black sand beaches and surfers from around the world ride the Pacific swells. Even if you've never touched a board, the vibe is contagious. Grab a coconut, watch the sunset, and let the laid-back spirit wash over you. For something a little more wild, hike the Santa Ana volcano. The climb is challenging, but standing at the rim, looking into the turquoise crater lake, you feel like you've conquered the world. The views stretch all the way to the ocean, a panorama you'll never forget. After all that adventure, it's time to relax at Lago de Coatepec, a sparkling blue lake surrounded by lush hills. Whether you're swimming, kayaking, or just lounging in a hammock, it's the perfect place to recharge and reflect on your journey. El Salvador is a place where life is lived boldly. The landscapes are dramatic, the people are welcoming, and every day brings a new adventure. It's a country that surprises, delights, and stays with you long after you leave. Next, we venture north, way north, to Norway's Lofoten Islands. These jagged peaks and windswept beaches look like something out of a fantasy novel. Begin in Henningsvær, famous for its scenic soccer field perched right on the water's edge. The town is a colorful collection of fishing cabins, art galleries, and salty sea air. If you're up for a hike, set out for Kvalvika Beach. The trail winds through mossy hills and rocky outcrops, finally revealing a hidden bay of golden sand beneath towering cliffs. It's wild, remote, and absolutely worth the effort. Standing there, with the waves crashing and the mountains rising behind you, you feel like you're at the edge of the world. For the ultimate panorama, tackle the Rheinebringen hike. It's a steep climb, but the reward is a view over a patchwork of turquoise fjords and red-roofed villages. The colors are so vivid, the air so crisp, you'll want to stay forever. If you visit in summer, you'll experience the midnight sun, those magical weeks when the sun never sets. The golden light transforms the landscape, and you can hike, kayak, or just sit and marvel at the beauty, all night long. The Lofoten Islands are wild, dramatic, and unforgettable. They're proof that sometimes the best adventures are found at the very ends of the earth. Now, let's bask in the warmth of the Greek islands, where ancient history meets seaside adventure. Start with Santorini, those iconic whitewashed houses perched on cliffs above an endless blue sea. Sunsets here are legendary, painting the sky with pinks and oranges as the sun dips behind the caldera. Then, hop over to Milos, a treasure trove of unique landscapes. Explore the moon-like rocks of Sarakiniko Beach, where smooth white stone meets turquoise water. There are hidden coves, colorful fishing villages, and endless sea caves waiting for you to discover. If you crave excitement, Greece totally delivers. Try cliff jumping into deep blue waters or paddling through secret caves by kayak. Each island has its own flavor, its own adventures, from hiking ancient trails to sampling just-caught seafood in a harbor taverna. The Greek islands are a feast for the senses. Aromatic herbs on the breeze, the laughter of locals, and a rhythm to life that invites you to slow down and, savor every moment. Whether you're exploring ruins or dancing under the stars, you can't help but feel alive here. This is a place where adventure, beauty, and history come together. The islands whisper, "Come explore," and who are we to resist? Let's fly halfway around the world to New Zealand, a country that feels tailor-made for adventure. This is a land of dramatic landscapes, snow-capped mountains, emerald forests, and fjords that look like they belong on another planet. Every corner is a postcard. Start in Queenstown, the adventure capital of the world. Here, bungee jumping, skydiving, and jet boating are just another day out. The thrill of these sports is matched only by the sheer beauty around you. Crystal clear lakes, towering peaks, and endless skies. But New Zealand is more than just adrenaline. Spend time with the Maori people, whose culture infuses every part of the country with warmth and wisdom. Attend a traditional hangi feast, hear the legends, and feel the deep connection to the land. Drive along the South Island's wild coasts, hike the Tongariro Alpine crossing, or simply sit and watch the light change over Lake Tekapo. There's a sense of freedom and possibility here that fills you up from the inside out. New Zealand is nature's playground, wild, beautiful, and welcoming. Whether you come for adventure or tranquility, you'll leave with memories that last a lifetime. If you crave wild, remote beauty, Patagonia is calling. This region, straddling Chile and Argentina, is a place of immense glaciers, jagged peaks, and windswept plains. The feeling of vastness is overwhelming, in the best way possible. Begin your journey in Torres del Paine National Park. The granite towers rise sharply from turquoise lakes, and the trails wind through forests and open steppe. Every hike here feels like an expedition, every view a reward for your effort. Patagonia is famous for its trekking opportunities. Whether you tackle the legendary W Circuit or simply wander through Lenga forests, you're surrounded by nature at its most raw and powerful. Glaciers calve into icy lakes, condors soar overhead, and the wind sings through the valleys. Evenings are spent in cozy refugios, mountain lodges where stories are swapped and friendships forged. The sense of camaraderie among travelers here is something special. It's a place for reflection, for adventure, and for feeling truly alive. Patagonia is where you go to disconnect from the world and reconnect with yourself. It's a landscape that humbles and inspires, and it belongs on every adventurer's list. Last but never least, let's visit Japan, a country where ancient tradition and futuristic cities exist side by side. Springtime means cherry blossoms, or sakura, transforming parks and temples into clouds of pink. The air is sweet, the mood is joyful, and everyone is out celebrating. Step into the quiet of an ancient temple, where incense drifts through the air, and centuries of history echo in the wooden halls. From Kyoto's golden pavilions to the mossy gardens of Nara, Japan's spiritual heart is everywhere you look. But Japan isn't just about the past. Tokyo pulses with energy, neon lights, bustling neighborhoods, and the world's best ramen waiting on every corner. In Osaka, street food is an art form, and in Hiroshima, peace monuments and gardens remind us of the country's resilience and hope. Unique experiences abound. Bathe in a traditional onsen, sleep in a ryokan, or join a festival where locals dance in the streets. Every day brings a new discovery, a new flavor, a new friend. Japan is a place of contrasts, serene yet vibrant, ancient yet cutting edge. It's a country that welcomes you with open arms and leaves you dreaming of your return. What a journey we've taken together. From the emerald valleys of Slovenia to the wild glaciers of Patagonia, the world is wide open and brimming with possibility. Every destination on this list offers something unique: adventure, beauty, culture, and a chance to make memories that will last a lifetime. I hope this list has inspired you to dream bigger, travel farther, and embrace the unknown. The world feels more welcoming than ever, and there's no better time to dust off your passport and say yes to adventure. Whether you experience the dramatic landscapes of New Zealand or go cliff jumping in Greece, I hope you can all safely visit some new places this year. Remember, travel isn't just about seeing new places. It's about connecting with people, trying new things, and discovering parts of yourself you never knew existed. So go out, explore, and let 2025 be the year you make the world your own. Safe travels, and I'll see you on the road.